Okay, we are good to go for our collective and psychic readings. Welcome to our weekly new time slot. I'm getting the hang of it. Getting there. Okay, been in huge organizational mode this week and pretty sure we're in like new moon right now-ish. Just gonna have a look at that. Okay, so I'm going to do our collective reading and then we're going to jump into psychic readings in just a moment. I'm just going to share this first and then I can be super present to start our collective reading. Okay. If I remember where it goes, in here. All right. So welcome, say hi when you're joining us live or if you're catching the replay. So I'm just going to share this in another place here. Who's going through lots of change right now? I'm really curious. Because change is in the energetic air. Energetic and physical air, actually. It's in both. Really strongly. Okay, just going to share this in one more place. Okay, yay. Okay, I think we're good to go. Yay! Because I'm so curious what is coming through. Yay. I'm so curious what's coming through. Whenever I need your wise words of guidance, there you are. Well, here I am. Okay. So I think this is shared, uploaded, shared in all places. We are good to go. All right. Let's arrive from WA. I spent first 20 years of my life in WA. Okay, just gonna bring up these comments here so I can see this as well. Yay. All right, collective reading. Let's drop in. There's lots of change going on for a lot of people, lots of change in the air. I want to say the energetic air feels very chaotic. It feels like there's a lot moving all at the same time, and we really need to, I want to say, work to stay grounded. We really need to really anchor in and not get pulled up and sucked up by the chaos, but to really like push everything aside and let it have its own chaos and let us stay grounded and focused. The energy's coming through so strongly at the moment. So really important to honor yourself, take time, and also ask for help and support where needed as well. Okay, so I'm going to jump in first with this beautiful new deck that I have for the collective. It's the Seeker Oracle by Raven Fellaine. I love her. She's a beautiful Australian artist as well, this one. Okay, here we go. Ooh, we have the supervillain. Ooh, there's 3 here. Here we go. Okay, so we have undeserving villains. We have, this is about blame and judgment in the wrong place. Bats have a bad reputation. They give us rabies, they're vermin, they're blah, blah, blah. When actually it's like, I was reading in the book, it's like, I can't remember, she said like 2% or 9% of the entire bat species population carry rabies. More people get bitten by dogs with rabies than bats. Like, you know, it's like the undeserving. So this is either you're copying undeserving judgment or you're being very judgmental of somebody and you need to pull it up. We've just come through Scorpio season right now. So there's a lot of harsh shadowish judgment flying around, if you may. Then we have this one. Ooh, trust in science, depending on the science. I want to say, like, you know, this is very astronomy science for me, and there is a lot of energetic, cosmic, energetic air stuff going on at this time. And then we have be neutral. So it's interesting, we've come out of the shadow, lots of judgment, to coming into a neutral space. And I want to say, like, trust in science, but it's kind of more like, on the book here, it says the art of critical thinking. Let yourself question everything, okay? I was channeling a message as I was getting ready. I didn't know that it was for this live stream, but it makes sense, especially with undeserving villains, the judgment, and the trust in the science, and the neutral, like being neutral. Strong love spell. The fuck, man? Okay, sorry. Just getting rid of the villains off my page. Okay, yes, I did blocked strong love spell. Who even like falls for that shit? I'm sorry, guys. Like, you gotta have your wits about you, like, or not have your wits about you to black. Anyway. Okay, so the message coming through was successful people make decisions fast. Successful people know when to leave environments, career paths, situations, and people as soon as they get a whiff of something on the nose. As soon as trust is broken, they know when to walk away. Successful people know how to make decisions fast. They do not waste time. They understand that time is their most valuable asset. They know when to walk away. They're not afraid of being alone. They know when to, like, they have very quick judgment on people, but it's not out of, like, I don't know what the right words are. It's not out of isolation, trauma. It's out of being very smart about who you're hanging around with, about who's around you, about the energy around people, you know, the art of critical thinking. It's kind of like you are able to make decisions for yourself, and you're able to make decisions very fast, from what you're deciding to eat on the menu to what you're deciding to make in your career path today, like decisions that need to be made. Like, successful people know how to make decisions fast. They don't fuck around. Like, they know that time is of the essence all the time. Undeserving villains. If you're in an undeserving career path, environment, relationship, like, why are you waiting around? Like, successful people know how to make decisions fast. That was really the message coming through as I was getting ready. And I'm like, okay, now this makes sense. So trust in the science, meaning like trust in your critical thinking, like trust in your judgment, trust in your judgment. When people are judging you, it's because they're really fucking unhappy in their own life. When people are gossiping about other people, they've got nothing better to do, and they are not facing the issues in their personal life. Like 99% of the people who, 99.99, let's say 100% of the people who are judging and gossiping about other people, either online or in social groups or in whatever groups you're in, do not have a good life. They are not happy within themselves. And they are and will be judging other people because they're not dealing with their own shit in their own life. They've got all this karmic chaos bullshit going on, and they're not dealing with it, so they're going to nitpick that person and nitpick that person and nitpick that person and judge that person and pull that person down and be in gossip circles. And as soon as you get a whiff of this, you need to walk the fuck away. Critical thinking, remain neutral. Successful people know when it's time to move on because they're not interested in that stuff. They've got work to do. It's not that, but it's kind of like, this is the bottom card. Ooh, what does this say? Blinded by bias. There is a lot of like clearing going on right now to see the truth through the darkness, to walk the path that you know that you're meant to walk. Whether it be in relationship, career, your health, getting like health advice, professional advice, whatever. Successful people know how to make decisions fast. They do not fuck around. They do not question themselves. and they do not hesitate to move on. Really strong message coming through. Be neutral. So blinded by bias, I have a feeling that this card is really about bias is defined as the prejudice that has a person favoring a belief, an ideology, person, or group over another. So I want to say as well, successful people know when the belief systems are outdated and to move on. Like, I have definitely got up from sitting around a group of people who are complaining about fuel prices, who are complaining about this, who are complaining about this. Like, I sat down and I was like, sweet, like, friends, whatever. And then I was like listening to the conversation, and I probably sat there for about 5 or 10 minutes, and I was like, I excused myself and I literally got up and left. This is a sign for you to protect your energy, to protect your environment, and to protect who you're hanging around astronomically, like at this time. Like, the dragon signifies crown chakra, new beginnings, openings, but it's also very protective of your energy. It is being super clear about who's in your environment, who's not in your environment, who's around your environment, energetically, physically, who you're speaking with, who your peoples are, who you're, like, all of this, okay? This is your sign that it's safe to move on without guilt, no matter who is around you, and to protect your mindset, your energy, and your path at all costs. Because the cost of you not will be greater in the long run. Successful people make decisions fast. They do not second guess themselves. They do not judge themselves, and they move on. It doesn't mean that you don't have normal human emotions, but it does mean that you don't fuck around wasting time when you know something is right. So I'm just going to check this blinded by bias, see if anything else just wants to jump out at me. But really, that's a really strong message today. Really strong message for the collective here today. Okay. So we can be good people at our core, but become less wise, less accepting, less empathetic because of our biases. So this is really like checking in with your belief system. And checking in with, it's kind of like you want to see what your belief systems are, see who you're hanging around and listen to their conversations. Yes, you did catch me live today. You did. Okay, awesome. So that's the collective message. Let's jump in and see these ones. Now, we have Black Friday. Now, even though we don't celebrate this we don't celebrate that specifically, Thanksgiving and Black Friday in Australia. I have clients all around the world, and I am offering 2 Black Friday specials. I am on fire today, that's right. So we have the Manifesting Magic, which is the how to build your business online. Like, if you know that you're born for this, if you are not afraid of turning up on camera because the camera is the fastest way that you will grow your business online, if you are not afraid of doing the work and you know that you're born for more and to get out of the matrix and to create the freedom you desire in your everyday life, Manifesting Magic is literally how to put it's all the nuts and bolts of like building website pages, Kajabis, or how do you get payments, how do you do emails, if that's where you're at, Manifesting Magic is for you. So that is available for just a few more days. So comment magic below. Yesterday in the shower with all the shower downloads, I was guided to offer a one-on-one program for Black Friday as well. It's my 21-day shifter program. You get 21 days of answering your questions back and forth over Telegram, text message, voice message. You get a psychic reading with that as well. If you've ever wanted to work with me, a 21-day shifter is 21 days of access to me. Ask me any questions, any topic, whether it's business, relationships, career, health, like whatever it is, this is your opportunity to work with that. So comment shifter below and I'll send you the details. That's only available for a very short time though, over our Black Friday. So if that is where you're being called, comment shifter below. And if you'd like to book a private psychic reading, just comment psychic below. So yes, happy Thanksgiving to those who do celebrate it. I know I have a lot of overseas clients, so I hear you, I see you. Okay, so let's jump into our psychic readings today. If you'd like to have a psychic reading now, just comment yes, please, or yes. And I have a list of yeses coming up. And just comment once I see all your yeses, and then I'll have a list of yes, please. I'll intuitively scroll through, pick somebody, and then I'll read for that person. You have to say live though to receive your reading. And then once I've done that, we'll close off that chapter, that section, and then I'll ask for another round of yes pleases, and you can pop in a yes again. I'll intuitively choose, read someone, and then that round will be finished, and we'll keep going like that. So for those of you who are new here, and just some little revising housekeeping stuff. Okay. So yes, please, yes, please, yes, please. All right. Okay. Kelly says, yes, absolutely. You're always in tune with me and always tell me what I'm going through. It's amazing. You're totally amazing. That's what I'm doing. Awesome. Yep. In or out. Yeah. It's a decision, right? Alex says, so needing to hear this. I woke up with a migraine and it's making me feel down and overwhelmed. And I'm like, yeah, something's out of fucking alignment. Like, hello. Like, you know, and that's the thing. And, you know, like people ask me like, how do I psychically protect myself? And I'm like, well, number one, you need to listen to your intuition, listen to your intuition, not just listen to it, you need to follow it. If your intuition is guiding you to do something and you're not doing it, you're going to get sick, shit's going to get worse, you're not going to be a cup full. Like that's where the infiltration comes. That's where you take on everybody else's shit. When you're not listening to your own intuition, you're not in your power, you're giving your power away. So the best form of protection is to follow what your intuition is guiding you to do. Yeah? Yeah. Ashley said, strangest year yet. Fuck, it's been a year, hasn't it? It's been a really weird year. Yeah, somehow I saw it coming. Huge changes and showing me how much I have healed. I know, right? That's probably one of the biggest things. I hear you with that. And this year, what used to trigger me, even last year, no longer triggers me. You know you've healed when you experience that, right? You're just like, oh, okay. And you know, you're not attached to things like you used to be. You're just, yeah. It's like the best feeling ever, right? Okay. Just notice my battery there. We should be good for a minute. Yes, Tony. When I don't listen to my intuition, everything I does go to shit. Yeah. Yes, the energy is crazy. Okay. All right. So let's see who this one is for. I was guided to use the witch, woman in total control of herself. That's what a witch is. Okay. Call me a witch? Yeah, that's right. Okay. Okay, so let's see these yes pleases. Who is this for? Karen says, get those specials, you won't regret it. Yes. Okay, Allison. Allison's jumping out at me. It's an awesome deck. Karen actually gifted it to me. Karen's here. She found like the best decks ever for me. And this is definitely one of them. A woman in total control of herself. Okay, so Allison, this is for you. This way. For Allison. Let it go. The veil is super thin, right? Harpy of Rage. I want to say let it go. Need this group today. Hello, witches. Yes, the woman in her fucking power. People are only scared because you're in your power. That's it. But I would rather be in my power. So, you know. So call me a witch if you may. So this is for Allison. So Harpy of Rage. And then what's this one? Disciple of Ritual. Check it out. Through the stones, through the veil. The light, I want to say the light is coming. The light is coming. Happy of Rage is very much around, like the, I want to say let it go. And we know that when we're grieving, there's rage as well. Like, it's like there's rage, anger is part of the grief cycle. But this Happy of Rage, like, I don't know, there's something about a boundary here. There's something about a boundary here. What, which? Oh, I just opened it up exactly to this page. Okay, strong message, guys. Rage can be purifying. Like the harpies of the Homeric poems, rage can bring the storm winds that scour and wipe a landscape clean. While this may seem a destructive force on the surface, rage, like the harpies, can bring change and shift landscapes, both internal and external. Quiet or loud, a wild howl or hiss in the dark, anger is both purposeful and natural, so stop bottling it and shoving it away in order to be pleasing. And I was like, oh, I'm getting something about boundaries here. The thing is that our power is in our solar plexus. Our liver is in our solar plexus, and our liver is one of the biggest organs in our body. It's the second largest. Our skin is the first, and then our liver is the biggest. And this is our personal power, our light. It's yellow, and we either feel empowered or disempowered. It's where we trust ourselves. It's where we know ourselves. It's where we know we're in our power, right? This is also when somebody crosses your boundaries. Like, this is your values, what's important to you, what you're doing. Like, you know, it's like, and if you don't implement boundaries, that's when we feel disempowered. And like I said, we will take on other people's energy. And our light is where, like, our power comes from adhering to what's important to us. When we don't, that's when, like, we'll be angry because someone's crossed our boundary, but we're angry that we didn't hold that ourselves and say no, right? So it's so interesting as well that I pop the cards down and then it's like this. So it's like underneath is all this bottled up rage, and you're trying to be a good disciple, but this needs to come out. And I want to say, can you just like flick it on its head for a minute and just be this wildfire of just like, actually fucking no, like the storm coming through. Really important. Allison says, just what we were discussing in messages a few days ago, changing businesses and learning a new skill. Yep. Clearing out, like, rah, rah, like the rage. Screaming in a pillow is really good. Also pushing against a door frame, you know, like the frame, because the frame's really strong. So you can like push all your like weight into it. Boxing classes are really good, of course, but you can push all your weight into a door frame and you can get a lot of anger out really quietly. But don't, I want to say be prepared for tears to come after that, because under all anger is grief. Anger is part of the grieving cycle, but there's always tears under there too. The overlying card you've got is number 2. And so, I don't know, there's something about boundaries really strong. Like, you need to implement more boundaries. There's something where you're, I don't know, you're stretching yourself too thin, or you're not delegating, or you're not trusting yourself, or something. Like, time to let it go. Yeah, there's something about boundaries really strong there. The story keeper, you are made of moonlight and stories. The night and the trees know this, which is why when you need a change in your narrative, you would do well to seek their counsel. This reminds me of the collective reading, when I was saying that you need to check in with your belief systems because it's creating a reality, and so your belief systems might need a workover. Now is the time to question the narratives you're allowing in the ear of your spirit. See, who are you listening to? Right? As I said, you want to see who you're, you want to see what your beliefs are. Listen to the people around you for a minute. Like, really listen, and then reassess who's around you. Trust the science, meaning the art of critical thinking. What did we say? The successful people know how to make decisions really quickly. Okay. So, time to let it go. Time to set some boundaries. Okay. All right. So, I'll have another round of yes pleases. Pop them in. So if you'd like to work with me privately, I was guided to offer my 21-day shifter program for the next couple of days over Black Friday as well. So comment shifter below. That's where you get voice message, text message, 24/7 over Telegram. If you wanted to ever work with me, it's definitely an awesome way to work, and we can shift a lot of stuff in that program. It's one of my best-selling programs ever. So just comment shifter below. So Allison says, I need to let go of the career and financially needing to learn new skills, which I'm doing, and looking forward to my future. Yes. Yeah, a lot of shift in the structure, which is the reality of what you've been thinking in the past and working all that same time. You're taking your power back, like all of that. Yeah. Woman in total control of herself is back. All right. If you'd like to book a private psychic reading, just comment psychic below. Okay, and who is this next card for? We have this. This is a bit of a shadow deck as well. Lots of shadow stuff coming because I've been working on something with shadows, so probably no surprise. How beautiful is this deck? Like, come on, look at that. It's so pretty. Okay. Luminous Humanist, like it's about embracing your human aspects of self. And the artwork is so stunning in this deck as well. Someone is sending you messages. Yes, that would be scammers. Just block and delete. I can't do anything about it. I literally have a blue tick on my profile now. It took me long enough. I had it on Instagram for ages, and then I just don't know why I didn't click that I could also get it on Facebook. It's so weird. It's like, what was I thinking? So anyway, they don't have a blue tick, don't answer them. Whether they got my name or not, just ignore it. Okay, who is this one for? Okay, so the yes, please. Okay, so Kate Taylor Reid. Kate Taylor Reid. Give us this day our daily cake. Be thankful for what you have, but don't be afraid to ask for more. But I feel for you, Kate. I'm assuming Kate's still here. I feel for you, Kate, that you are needing to, this is about like be grateful for what you have. And I feel like you've been really focused on, I was going to say the future, but the past wanted to come out. And it's kind of like to bring yourself to the now, but also to forward focus, forward future focus. There's something where you're needing to walk forward. Look, the narrow of your marrow. And what's this one? The actual luminous card, the naturally high. It's like follow, like be great. It's kind of like you need to pull yourself out of the past. I want to say like it's time for you to focus on the future. Be grateful for what you have, but it's time to walk forward, the narrow of your marrow, like walk your path. And we literally have that card for you out of the whole deck. And the fountain of you. See, it's time to come back to you. It's time to do you. It's time to choose you. It just feels like your energy's been really scattered or stuck in the past lately. Like there's something with that. And it's time for you to like pull yourself to now. I just want to check this narrow of your marrow. The naturally high. Flying starts from the ground. The more grounded you are, the higher you fly. And this is where I'm like, you need to pull yourself to now. You need to pull yourself back. In my Life Purpose Activation Kit is the Recalling Your Energy meditation. I'm not sure if you have it. The Life Purpose Activation Kit, there's so much in there. And this is where like you can work with that. Recalling your energy, like to pull yourself back to now. Like it's something like you need to come back to now. Like, do you know what I mean? Like there's something, it's like you need to come back to now. So the state of luminous humanness is what people unconsciously seek using recreational drugs, drinking excessively, overeating, compulsively shopping, or gambling into oblivion. Yeah, this natural high is always here, readily available, just waiting for you to plug in. The best news is that when you get spiritually drunk or soulfully high, there are no side effects, hangovers, debts to pay, or amends to make the next day. Not only are there no diminishing returns, but the trip is cumulative. And a byproduct, your confidence is boosted and you pat yourself on the back and say, wow, I actually did that naturally without a crutch. So this might be something where you're needing to let something go. It could be an addiction, but it's kind of like it's time to plug into you, the fountain of you, as well as the bottom card. And the more you choose you, the more you walk your own witchy path. The narrow of your marrow, right, is that you're going to be plugging into your own natural source. Yeah. Do I have my own card deck? No, many in the making. They're coming. They take a lot of time and dedication, and I'm working on other projects at the moment. So yeah, but they're definitely, I've got a lot of notes, a lot of books of notes. Oh, see, and this is the narrow of your marrow, exactly what I said, right? It's easy to get pulled into a million directions by well-meaning friends, family members, work associates, society, etc. What did I say about this? It's easy to get pulled into a million directions. What did I say? It's time to recall your energy. See, Allison loves the recalling your energy. It's really awesome. It literally pulls all your energy back in so that you can be grounded and actually connect into the true source. And this, you know, I don't know, I was talking a lot before about protecting your energy, and a lot of people ask me about how to protect your energy, and it's kind of like the more you plug into you, the more you ground yourself, the more you recall your energy, the more you say no so that you can say yes to you, the more you walk your own path. That's the old, like, and that's trusting intuition. That's doing what your intuition is guiding you to do. That is going to protect your energy more than anything else. Nothing would infiltrate that, the strength in that. So time to pull back to you, Kate. Yeah. All right, have another round of yes pleases. So if you would like to book a private psychic reading, just comment psychic below. My 6-month platinum is also open. That is not on sale though. That's my 6-month high level, like activate your goddess codes, activate the pure divine energy within you to unlock your frequency of what your purpose is meant to be in this world, taking you to the next level. This is for women only, my platinum. This is the goddess in control, basically. This is like witch goddess in control. This is the frequency that's coming through. Very much like these cards, right? It's very much the platinum. Well, and it's like a rainbow, but okay. So just comment platinum below if you'd like the details for that. Okay, so who is this? Round of yes pleases. This one, okay. You're so welcome, Kate. Okay, Shiloh crystals. This is for you. Now, I pulled of that deck, this one, of the world. Oh, what is it? In the world, but not of it. In the world, but not of it. And it's so interesting. It's like everyone's like reaching up to her. She could be celebrating, but also like trying to pull at her energy. And this is, I don't know, there's something so interesting about all of that we're just talking about today. So this, there's this one. Then from this deck, we have the blue crab. Allowing new experiences into your life takes great strength. Stepping through the portal, walking away from one life into another, walking a path that is not known. Blue whale, time to share your voice. So this is for Shiloh, and it just feels like this, like you're honoring who you really are, realizing who you are, realizing your energy, your frequency, realizing actually who you are. People are like, oh, you've got a snotty nose. Like, oh, you're being snobby. Oh, you think you're higher than people. Actually, I have really fucking strong boundaries, and I'm all good with that. I've been called a narcissist. I've been called up myself. I've been called too big for my boots. I've been called, I've got, incredibly high standards that no one would ever match, and I'm like, I'm all good with that. I've been called all sorts of things, and I'm okay at standing at the top by myself. It's not about like, I'm at the top, I'm better than you. It's like, I'm gonna protect my energy. And I feel like for you, Shiloh, is really like recognizing who the fuck you are and owning that, so that you can, like, it's almost like you can't walk through the portal of your new life until you realize who the fuck you actually are and protect it at all costs. And this is like, it's share your voice, but this is very throat chakra. This is your truth. This is who you are. This is like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, don't be afraid to speak your truth. Don't be afraid to shine a light where like others can't see. Like, do you know what I mean? It's kind of like everyone actually has access to this light, but they're trying to reach it through a person when they can connect themselves, which is basically that same card of what we're talking about here with that. You know what I mean? Really strong energy. It's like similar messages coming through, of course. But for you specifically, Shiloh, is that like you need to see who you are, like, and honor that. And it's like then the floodgates will open for you and you can easily walk through. But you need to like recognize your power. Like you're not down here with the rest. Like you're very unique. You hold a light and a frequency that others on the frequency recognize. And until you recognize it yourself, you will stay being like pulled down and, yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you need to, exactly, right? It's like you need to see who you actually are. Mirror work's very powerful, of course, like the traditional, like look in the mirror, I love you, etc. But what's really powerful is just actually looking in the mirror. So many of us are so busy. Usually we don't even look at ourselves in the mirror. Like we do, but we don't actually really see ourselves in the mirror. Like we look in the mirror probably when you're brushing your teeth or something or putting your makeup on, but do you really see you? Sure, we can do proper mirror work. Like, I love you and I love my inner child and I'm sorry and I forgive me and like all the proper affirmation stuff. But a lot of the time, just actually seeing yourself in the mirror, like really seeing, like really looking, changes everything. And when that mirror finally cracks, you know you've healed. It's time to really see who you are, Shiloh. Yeah, you're working on me. Awesome. I'm working on me. Because this and the crab is also the clairvoyance, very connected to clairvoyance, the third eye, seeing the truth, seeing reality, seeing who you really are. And as you do, whole new worlds open up. Whole new worlds open up. So it's time to share and speak your truth in a whole other way. Because when you start seeing who you really are, you start speaking differently too. Yeah, that's the message for you, Shiloh. Okay, I'll have another round of yes pleases, please. So if you guys would like to book a private psychic reading, just comment psychic below and I'll send you the details. If you'd like to work with me one-on-one, my 21-day shifter program I was guided to offer that on Black Friday special. It is usually $444 and I'm offering it for $197. I don't do that very often at all. It will only be available for 5 days. So if you'd like the details for that, just comment shifter below or 21, whichever. Okay, so true wisdom is seeing beyond the current situation. And that is like what we can see. When we see ourselves, then we can really see the world. Okay. All right, so who is this next one for? Oh, covered in goosebumps. Lots of energy flowing through. Ooh. 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 There's lots of, this energy is really strong. Okay, who is this for? This energy is really strong. Okay. You're so very welcome, Shiloh. Okay. Yeah, this is really strong. Okay, who is this for? Because this is, oh, I'm covered in goosebumps. This is really, really strong. Okay, so Maria Briganti? Is that how you pronounce your last name? Maria Briganti. I've just said that that's how we pronounce it now. I don't know why I make a tea before I have a live stream, because it just goes cold. I need like a thermos mug. I need a new one actually. Okay, Maria is here. Okay. The energy coming through is so strong, and it's so interesting, right? Because in our collective start reading, we have be neutral. That was like the sort of final moving forward energy. After that reading I just did, the bottom card after I shuffled the deck is Mother of Pearls. True wisdom is seeing beyond the present situation, which is a very neutral standpoint. And the colors are similar. Maria, this is a message in itself for you here. While I was tuning in, the energy was so strong. And the bottom card of the deck is this one. I was like, oh, there's all this love, like pink love, but like romance love, but more self-love, like huge self-love, like goddess pink self-love, like very ear chakra consciousness. The ear chakra is magenta pink. And it is about the balance, because there's two, the divine feminine, opening, receiving, lots of self-love. A bit of yellow in here, solar plexus, taking back your power. Then from this deck is the in-between lagoon, in-between lifetime lagoon, which is the in-between space, which is a transitional space. It's a healing space. It's a cocoon space. It's the space before we enter into this world. It's also going through any transition, breakup, career change, whatever. Like it's a transition space, right? But then this is the overlying card. And then from a different deck, I pulled this one. New romance is imminent, either with a newcomer or through a reignited passion in your existing relationship. Be open to giving and receiving love. Like, hello? What the? Okay, so bottom card of that deck is you are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. So obviously you're a teacher, healer, etc. So I'm just going to pull another card from another deck just for a little bit more information. And because it like there's a lot of self-love. There's a lot of like, I want to say love that wants to come through, but there's something you're needing to let go of for that to happen. And that little bird is singing, actually, it has its beak open, it's singing, and it's like your voice wants to shine through. There's something that you're needing to let go of to be able to do that. There is so much love waiting on the other side of this portal for you. Oh yeah, see, because you're in the transition still. But the overlying message is that there's so much love. Seduced by the sweetness. Like if we look at the nectar, the goddess, that divine, sensual, dripping, like goddess, sensual energy. Do you know what I mean? Like you can feel it, right? It's just like, it's like waiting to bust through, but you're needing to let go of something because you're still in this transition of this. Look, even the admit your true feelings to yourself is here. Be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. And then new romance is imminent, either with a newcomer or a reignition in your current relationship, but this is also in yourself too. When we follow our intuition, our self-love exponentially increases. Yeah. So I feel for you, Maria, I almost said Kate, Maria, it's like, this is like busting through. And it's so interesting underneath that, this card, when I picked up that, then there's this one. There is no there, right? There is no there. Like, it's like, no, when you get there, it's now here. Like, it's here. It's not out there. It's not something you chase. It's not something, it's already here. And I feel like you can feel it. I feel like you can feel it, like busting up, and even all this swirling sort of energy. It's like, oh, they look like angels or something around her. Like, you can feel it. You can really feel it. It's so strong for you. It's so clear, right? It's so present. It's omnipresent. You can feel that. And I want to say, like, the letting go process is going to be way more blissful than it is painful, because this is like just going to overtake. And this career, the wisdom, be neutral, whatever we talk about in the collective reading, right? The decisions, the successful people in the decision making, being clear. The faster you make decisions, the clearer you are. Why? Because your intuition is guiding you. So the faster you trust intuition and action that, the faster the success rolls in. Like magic. Like absolute freaking magic. Okay. That was for you, Maria. It was really clear. All right. Who's next? Oh, another round of yes pleases, please. This is very, like, I don't know, the frequency of this platinum is streaming through again. Oh, see, look at that. Like, living and loving in the fifth dimension. All these cards in this deck are not all like that. Like, look, you know, and it's like, look what we're pulling today. Like, this is the frequency of platinum, like, really streaming through. It's just like this nectar. I could just taste it. Like, it's like, you know, and it's like this self-love, like the faster we action our intuition, the more self-love we have, because we're on an alignment of our path. Alignment brings, the byproduct of alignment is love. Yep. And fulfillment, of course. Living and loving in the fifth dimension. Look, she's in a bathtub even. Loving it. Completely full and nourished and cared for and all of the things. Okay. All right. So who is this next card for? So this next round of yes pleases. So if you'd like to be mentored by me on platinum, it is the 6-month one-on-one program. It is a high-level program working with me, the frequency, the energy, the goddess codes, the pieces that flow through. It is a specific calling. It is for women only in that space. And it is the success codes, the frequencies, the platinum light codes that are streaming through, that are so strong and have been really strong since about 2020. Well, probably before then, but I really started channeling through me since in 2020. So just comment platinum below if you'd like the details for that. Yeah, it is such a beautiful deck, hey? That luminous humanist, wherever the box is. Okay, so who is this for? Everything is about taking care of ourselves. Yes. I love it. Sophia's in the tub as I'm getting ready to redo my bathroom finally since 2019. I love that. Okay. This card goes here. Okay. Here it is over here. I just found it when I wasn't looking. Luminous Humanist. The artwork definitely drew me in when I saw that, and then everything else about it is beautiful. Okay. This round of yes, please. Okay, so Doreen, your name keeps jumping out at me. Oh, I keep thinking it's a heart, but it's not, because there's some people that have got the top fan badges and it's actually looks like a diamond on there. Doreen's top fan. I was like, I could see the heart, and it's like, no, it's a diamond. Okay, Doreen, a few cards, like when I've been shuffling these decks, the bottom cards are like the message for you. Patience. I've pulled that card. We have spring. Your desires fully manifest in the springtime, but I also feel for you, Doreen, you're coming into the spring of your life. So whilst these seasonal cards are definitely like, you know, times of the year, it also represents not just times of the year, but seasons of your specific life. And I feel like you're about to experience a significant shift in your life, the way you live your life, the way you feel about your life, the way you represent your life, whatever that means. Still, there's a timing factor that's coming into it, right? Where spring says that on so many levels. You've got this card that was sticking out, express individuality, and this is where it's like you're about to step into a whole new realm of your life. This card on the bottom of this deck, crystal. Have faith and hope, because there is something positive and new on the horizon, which just comes in with a spring card, right? Look what I've picked up. Ooh, look what I've picked up. So when I've picked up the spring card off the bottom of this deck, then underneath that, like under the spring card, is everything's okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Then there's travel and be yourself. And I was like, yeah, you're about to enter a spring of your life, and you're gonna be like, oh my God, I can breathe again. I don't know what that period of darkness was, but thank fuck it's over. That's what it feels like such a relief, like. And then you've got this one, the shark, holding the vision when all odds seem against you. Like at the moment, you ain't got nothing. Almost you ain't got a glimmer of hope either. But hold the vision even when all odds seem against you. It is darkest just before the dawn, literally. Lots of nature stuff here for you. Darkest before the dawn, spring, the fairy deck itself. So maybe spend time outside, because I shuffled this luminous humanist deck and the bottom card still was this one, in between transitional space for you. But you know, you're about to break through, you're about to push through, you're about to experience a life you've never lived before, and you'll be so grateful that you got through it. Short, strong message for you, Doreen. Okay. All right. Okay, if you guys would like to book a private psychic reading, just comment psychic below. We have 2 specials for our Black Friday. The 21-day shifter program is usually $444. It's now $197. I don't do that very often at all. It's only available for 5 days. If you're ready to put your business online, and you know that working online to provide the freedom, the income, and everything you desire is calling your soul, Manifesting Magic's definitely the how-to guide of doing that. It's all the nuts and bolts, all the websites, payment links, how do you set up all sorts of things, how do you even create a page to sell your offer, what is even my offer, what is my product, how do I even market that, what do I do? Manifesting Magic, definitely for you. So just comment magic below for that one. Or if you just want to work at the highest level and know that that's the space that you are meant to be in, born for, that's where you're meant to be, then Platinum is definitely for you. It's 6 months. It's for women only in that space. And it's the success codes, it's the frequency, it's definitely the light, it's the energy, it's working in the frequency realm. It's not just like X, Y, and Z, do this physically. We're deeply working on the energetics, but with the Platinum frequency, it's definitely a unique space to work in and be in. So just comment Platinum below if you know that working with me at that level for that 6-month program is for you. And otherwise, I'm going to love you and leave you guys. I've got so much stuff about to hit the ground running for you. I've been diligently working behind the scenes, working on some pretty big projects. So I've been a bit quiet, but 2025, bring it on. I will see you guys real soon. Love you. Thanks for being here.